Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to the Swanky Galaxy. We finally got the full row of mealwood, and the food situation is improving. So I think we're good on that front. I'm actually going to get rid of the bristle blossoms. They grow slow and they use up too much water and dirt. We've now got diggers that can do obsidian, so we're starting to expand the ranches, and we're just waiting on skills. Ooh, we've got them. Yay! Alright, we're going to give you a hat, because everyone loves a hat. So we can start ranching. Alright, what do we have? One. No, we don't want to ranch you. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's it for hatches. Maybe there's one over here. Yep, there's one over there. Alright, let them dig that up, and then that should get us up to at least one ranch worth of hatches. In the meantime, we're doing research, and we're going to need power. We got airflow research done, so we can get airflow tiles put in. And we have fancy wires. We'll also go through and upgrade the wires in the rest of the base. Not that we need them yet, but we will. Alright, let's up the priority on the ranching. Next, we are going to need mechatronics engineer. So my next duplicate, I want to be an operator. And we found another vent of something over there. We found a very small ice biome. I don't see any wolframite in here. An ice biome without wolframite is not actually helpful. Hopefully, well, at least if I found one ice biome, there's bound to be another one on this map somewhere. And it looks like my miscalculated pod has me to the left, because that's the edge of the map. All right, how are you doing room-wise? You are 94, 95, 96. Perfect. All right, we're going to need water storage and electrolyzer. We could probably start building the electrolyzer setup up here. I know I found some steel, but it's just not worth it. And we'll go for the full-size one. Oxygen electrolyzer. Figure with a saltwater geyser, I should be good on water, so I can go big right from the beginning. And over here we will do power. Do need to deal with that water. Some people do it with transformers. I don't find that actually necessary. I figure using 2 sets of generators works perfectly fine. And a water tank. And the way to make these survive is using radiant pipe. So we want some radiant pipe to absorb the heat so that none of this cracks. Same thing through the generators to keep them cool. I mean, iron isn't the best of radiant pipes, but it works. Good enough for what we're doing. Do not want those connected. All right, we'll eventually put a pump in there. Research. I guess we can just go straight up to this. While we're queuing all that, we can queue the power. So those top 2 generators run the center section, the bottom 2 run the bottom section, and it all works. And with some clever gas plumbing, they all just balance themselves out. Well, I did just say I wanted an operator. Turner, oh, welcome. And then we'll stop here at 8 dupes for a while. Actually, we'll swap Turner down to here. Damn it, you. Get Nicola. You get Turner, that way they get the full nighttime bonus when they wake up. I'm definitely gonna have to redo the pump at some point, but right now here is just fine. Lots more digging going on. Now we can do obsidian. Kind of come down and see what this is. And leave that one tile so that way we don't set off whatever kind of vent it is. Oxygen, it's a bit thin, but not terribly bad, mostly from all that digging. And food-wise, hey, we're up to like 4 cycles worth of food. Once we get this oxygen setup going, we'll then work on getting the bathrooms done. So we use some radiant piping to absorb more of the heat. Gas piping will drop down. And just a pipe this long is enough to store enough hydrogen to keep these running, and then the overflow will go into whatever tank I make for it. Automation, I haven't researched that automation yet. Alright, lots of build commands, lots of stuff going on. We'll give them a little bit to catch up. While we are waiting for Turner to skill up to Mechatronics Engineer, which really does take a long time. Right now I'm just going to dump all of the critter eggs over here. The downside to putting them in a storage bin is every once in a while you have to dump them all out, or they will hatch inside the storage bin, which causes them to rot. They basically crack as raw egg versus as a critter. Why is there a wire there? But that way it keeps the eggs out of this room, and then I have the proper number and they don't get overcrowded. Once I get automation and shipping, then it all becomes nice and easy. Alright, that research is done. We have Atmos sensors. And see, we want AND gate next. Finish queuing up all of this. Every time I build my first oxygen setup on a new map, I always forget just how long it takes to actually build and get going. But we should have plenty enough algae. Do I want another dupe? How am I looking on food? Food we're okay on. Yeah, I mean, we got the oxygen setup starting to be built. So I think I want suit wearing. So once I get past 8 dupes is when I then increase my downtime. So that way, because by this point my base is bigger, and then I add more slots. And I'll need another bedroom. Probably about time to build the bathroom too. And get started on that. And by offsetting them by 1 slot, you end up allowing them all to use the bathroom with enough time to get out of there for the next dupe to come in. So you don't need a toilet for every dupe. Nope, that's in the wrong place. That up, and yeah, let's build a bathroom. Water's gonna get everywhere, but that's not a huge deal. And right now I'll just dump all that into storage tanks until I have a way of dealing with the germ water. It seems like I've got enough clean water coming in. So the next most wonderful thing I could find in the dock would be thimbleweed seed. That's the main thing you're missing on Badlands is no thimbleweed at all. So you have to get it from the dock. Or I've got to start up a Dreco ranch. Those are my only ways of getting reed fiber. Doesn't it sound like water's trying to come out of somewhere? I don't know. Oh, I probably need to increase the priority on the bedroom, or Mima won't have a bedroom. Is that her name? Yeah, Mima. Alright, and you are a builder. Alright, construction's coming along nicely. This is the point around cycle 40 where I've got the basics research done, plumbing, oxygen, power, that I just start cranking top to bottom. My goal is to get all the research knocked out that I can as fast as I can. I find there's no point in waiting. You can get all the research done by like cycle 70 or 80, and then you don't have to worry about more research until you actually get your first research rocket back. So there's no particular rhyme or reason once I get through those basics. If I wasn't playing on Badlands, then I'd be researching the metal refinery next. But on Badlands, you just don't need it right away. Let's mop up this water. And let's prioritize the pump so the bathroom will work. You also need to be dug out or they can't get in there. And food is still coming up. Alright, who do we have? Not a farter, even though I do want decorating. Neither of these I really care about. Slow learner is annoying, but decorating and soup wearing. So Meep, you're going to be kind of slow. But at some point, you're just going to get stuck in a rocket. Alright, that's one bathroom. Alright, so we finish that. On the other side of that, I'm going to put in my composting. Now, some maps you don't have to compost, but because the lack of dirt in Badlands, composting is actually useful. So let's clean all that up. And I'll put in the decontamination room underneath there eventually. Probably do is just do a... Here, we'll put that down one. Haven't found any polluted water vents yet, but having them have a place to dump polluted water early is good. Alright, let's screw that up. No, and digging. That way I can get all the polluted dirt over here. Any germs on it, they'll wash off in the sink. I think I got all the water out of there. Yes. Even though they can dig obsidian, they can't dig it fast yet. I can probably put in a carbon skimmer once I get this power done. So let's fix the power. It's not the exact right place for one, but it'll work. And eventually I'll put in water cleaning. And oxygen. I can put in some polluted air cleaners over here. Alright, Not the prettiest of setups, but it will get the job done. The other thing you don't get a lot of in Badlands is clay. So what I might do is just end up dumping this polluted water and letting deodorizers convert that polluted oxygen into clay for me. Probably want to collect all that polluted dirt over here. Organic. Polluted dirt. That way it stops outgassing over here and ends up over here. Alright, and then that will take care of all the carbon dioxide. And gas overlay, yeah, which is already pretty much cleared up. Alright, let's put in some airflow tiles to get the dirty air moving. This will probably become a bedroom at some point. Printables. Decreased athletics is just annoying. Mouth breather is also annoying. How am I looking on that setup? I haven't even started it yet. Oh, we'll grab a poke shell. I doubt I'll ever ranch them. But since there's no chance of me finding a poke shell on this map, having one at least gives me the option of eventually ranching them. Alright, so how do I want to do that? I'm just debating how I want to do the polluted water gasifying system. It does require duplicate labor. Alright, we're just going to keep moving down that list. We got a skill point. Turner, we got to get up to Mechtronics. You are now a full-fledged rancher. I think the best bet is we already have those there. You can put 3 tanks in like that. Right now we'll come in this way, but eventually I will move that ladder around. Yeah, perfect. Then I'll just put the tanks down there, and every once in a while I'll have my dupes come delete the tank, and then the oxygen will take care of the deodorizers will take care of it. Added benefit, I get oxygen out of it, but mostly I want the clay so I can get ceramic. Again, Badlands, no thimble reed means building insulation is very tough. No matter how many Drecos you ranch, getting enough reed fiber out of them is not easy. Not having any thimble reed means dealing with the polluted water that way, and getting free thimble reed is not possible unless I find it. But now they get the bathroom bonus. It'll be helpful if I actually set these up for anything. You always got to set this above 0 or everything turns off for a moment. Alright, so I think we have made it through the early game. Food isn't perfect yet. I mean, we're only at 35,000 calories, which is about 3 cycles worth. But we do have a full load of mealwood going, and we're starting to get critters from the ranches. Yeah, you're set to 6. Alright, I'll set you up to 7, because we don't want these guys being glum. We want as many eggs out of them as possible. Research-wise, we're just going to keep going on down the line until we have all the research done. Room-wise, these are all 96. So it just makes for a nice compact 8 ranches. Plumbing-wise, we will just hook all those together. We'll actually hook them up to that main line, because I just want to get rid of this tank. That we don't want. Let's wait for that to empty out, then we'll reconnect the pipes the right way. I think I'm actually going to skip a dupe because they're all anemic and just go for some puppets. So yeah, this is all full of food poisoning, but it doesn't matter because they all got to wash their hands to get out of there. Alright, let's deconstruct you. Connect that. There, and then once these tanks fill up, we'll just deconstruct them and replace them. Perfect. Power, we got incubators. Found some more Drecos, which is good. Really was hoping for wolframite up there. We're getting more hatches. A sage hatch, which is useless. Alright, let's dump another layer of water and start to increase the priority over here. The goal right now seems to be getting active cooling so that I can get the water out of this saltwater geyser. I haven't analyzed it, but yeah, 7 kilos should be good enough. Yeah, we definitely need more algae. We're about to run out. But we're also about to make an electrolyzer. The downside to this is I'm not recycling the water through the bathroom. I'm looking for is a stone hatch egg. Something you don't get from the dock, but is very necessary on Badlands. We need that tile so we can get the rest of the water out of here. Yeah, oxygen we got a little light on, but now we got some algae. Should be okay. Yeah, we're pumping water up. Dig up that algae as well. Let's mop all that water. Yes! That's awesome! Okay, so now we have something else to do with the polluted water. We have found thimbleweed. That makes my life so much easier. I like ranching Drecos, but thimbleweed is just much easier to deal with. Alright, so we're going to have to work on a thimbleweed farm. Well, I guess on that awesome find, we'll call that good. Next episode, we should be able to get the electrolyzer setup going. We got bathrooms. I think I am solidly through the early game. Once you get to this point on any map, where you've got food pretty much sorted, you found sources of water, now it is time to push into the mid-game where you get metal refining, steel production, and massive exploration going. But the next goal is electrolyzing water. Thank you very much for watching. I really do enjoy Badlands, but when you find thimbleweed in the dock, it just changes the map completely and makes it so much easier to deal with. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.